We're finally back to episode number 5. So diesel, so 1.9. Shannon us as well. Shannon had a boo belt then. Yeah, boy. So, we went and got it. What do you think of it?
It's nice, it's cute.
You think it's cute?
Yeah.
2005, Skoda Fabia VRS, 1.9 diesel. Now, so let's have a little walk around with the things that are sort of like bugging me a little bit. This thing starts up perfect. Let's see if I can show these little knocks. I don't actually think there could be because, there you go, you can hear it quite there. See, it's got like a nice, clean, like basically storage unit behind it. It'll be lined up like this. And the first photo will be pretty much looking like so. I'm gonna go yourself, keep at it and just follow my tips and you will eventually, you know, start earning like I am now. So yeah. So anyway guys, I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.
Demon just got out of can. I gave my bro an advance.
Right guys, how's it going? My name's Luke and this is LBTV and welcome back to another episode of £500, £15,000 series that I'm doing at the minute. Now, we sold the Fabia and we made £1,750, well, we didn't make that, we sold it for £1,750, which is a great profit considering we only bought the car for £900, didn't have to spend a single thing on it. So Fabs is gone and we're finally moving on to the next car, which was quite good because obviously with the Fabia, I think there was one thing or two things that needed sorting. I think it was actually the clunky suspension, that was pretty much it, which was drop links, which we found out. But basically someone came and collected it for £1,750 and I was really gutted because I had the car up for about a couple of days. The guy wanted to come have it for £1,750 and then it got to the point where that guy was really interested but he had to wait like a day or two, so I was like giving him a better benefit of doubt. I was really nice to him. It was within those 2 days period, there's people that wanted to pay full price at £2,000, which I had it up for. Before we move on, because we have actually got a new car, and it's a bargain as well. I got it from Chris as a Part X. That he took in and I got it for £1,000, which is awesome. We're gonna make really good money on it. I had a few comments saying, Luke, how do you set up your like your photos? How do you basically set up your adverts when you sell? So in front of you right now, I've got the Fabia VRS advert itself. So as you can see, images, everything, guys. Taking really nice photos of the cars, you know, in a nice location. Close-ups, you know, close-ups are the main features, like the nice clean wheels. You know, the headlights, a few more of the outside. I usually take the same sort of angles. Get the nice exhaust, get the Fabia VRS badge in. Use portrait mode is what I use, and you get some nice interior shots. Nice dash shot there. You know, just a stereo shot. Down to the gear stick, and there's obviously some of the paperwork that came with it. Only 3 keepers as well, which is really rare for a car like this. And back to the steering wheel again. So that's what I'd usually put in, you know, that's what I usually put in for, like, you know, the photos. Take some really nice photos, guys. It's nice photos that always appeal people in. If you take really nice photos in nice locations, 9 times out of 10 they're going to take ones that look like that instead of ones that are taken on a potato. Like, if someone sees that photo, sees that car, right? They see my car for sale for £2,000. They see another one that's been taken by a potato for like 1,700. Usually for normal people, if it was me buying, then obviously I know what to look for. I'd buy cars that people have been taking. What looks like they've taken it on a potato. But if they see this car and that car, they're usually going to go for mine 9 times out of 10, just because the photos and that looks way better. So for like the advertising description, you know, this is what I usually put in. You know, to get some really nice clear green ticks for all the pros with it, and then obviously there's cons as well. So there's a bit of bolster wear, usually overrated marks. But be honest, everyone, you know, you've got to be honest within this game as well, guys. Someone turns up. I mean, I've taken good photos, but I've also done the cons on the car, which is good because I've obviously, you know, the pros are really in the photos and in the description, but there's the cons there as well. You know, it's not many cons. It's just what we putting them in, even if it's subtle things, guys, just put them in because it'd be so much easier for you to sell because they'll be like, oh, he's a very, you know, genuine seller. Anyway, that's me giving me some tips to you guys. Obviously, we usually do that each video, but I'm trying to space it out a bit more. But let's head down and show you guys a new car. Let's see what your guesses are live on right now because I usually put these up as a promotional video, or not promotional video, like as a premiere. I'll get there in a minute. I'm so used to it. Anyway, guys. Let's build up the music, head down there, show you guys a new car. If you've guessed it right, congratulations to you, but if you haven't, and then, you know, maybe you get it right next. Anyway, enjoy the cinematics, and then we'll talk about the car straight after. Okay guys, so here it is, a 2007 Ford Fiesta Zetecast TDCi. Now I apologise if it's windy because at the minute I'm just really struggling with wind at the minute. It's just so windy everywhere, right around where I work. The Sea Grey, I can't remember what it's called, but this one's very, very modified, as you'll see from the cinematics underneath. It's got all the boost hoses done. It's got a stage 1 map on it. It's got mental service history, which I'll show you guys in just a minute. But it's pretty decent. I mean, it's lowered on springs. I think it's lowered on springs. There's a few other modifications as well, but I'll put it all in the description for the advert if any of you guys watching actually want to go ahead and buy it. It's on 104,000, I think, which is nothing for this. If any of you guys remember, I had Daisy, which is on about 150k nearly, and it's the exact same engine that's in this. So it's got about £30 a year road tax or £20. It's either £20 or £30 a year road tax. 1.6 diesel, getting about 55 to the gallon with the power it's run as well. It's actually noticeably different because obviously I had the same engine on my Fiesta, and now you go to this, and the power difference is definitely there. So we're running Team Dynamics with some Toyo Proxys 195s 5515s. So we've got some 15s on this. Usually they put 16s. I think 16s look nicer on this, but it's got 15s on. It's got mud flaps as well, which I'm not a fan of, so we might take them off. And the red rear drums, I'm not really a fan of them either, so we'll probably get them painted black. We've also got rear parking sensors, and if we go inside, we've got lovely leather seats, which are in pretty good condition, like no rips or tears. We've got a Pioneer stereo, and then if I whack open here, this one here is literally filled to the brim. The service history on this is absolutely mental. Look at it, all been, that's bodywork. I think it's bodywork. So all the stamps are done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 12 stamps up to 91k, and I believe there's another one in there for like 102, I think, or something like that. So full service history on a car that it's mental. And as well, I believe in here because I was really looking for it. I was rooting for it. So I had the cam belt and water pump done, but the water pump and cam belt done there, and also here it had brakes, discs and pads at 83, and the water pump and cam belt was done at 92,100, so last year as well. So I'm absolutely over the moon with this. So massive thanks to Chris, obviously, who's took the car in and actually given this to me for £1,000. So he could have sold it on for himself, so I'm grateful for Chris doing that for me. But it's awesome, guys. We're going to flog this car now, I believe, probably for about the 2.5 grand mark. Within that mark, we need to clean it up and etc. So in the next episode, I'll clean this car up. But things first, I think we should take it for a drive. Actually, I'll show you underneath the engine bay. We'll get underneath the engine bay first, so we'll pop the bonnet. Okay, so there, as you can see, it's got like a nice carbon fibre hydro dipped cover there, engine cover on the top. It's got boost hoses absolutely everywhere. It's got the full boost hose kit. I believe as well it's polybush. I think it's polybush as well. I can't really see an engine mount at the minute that's down there that I can actually see, but it's fully polybushed, which is awesome for this. It's even got those little mirrors up there underneath, which I actually quite like. But we're gonna clean the whole engine bay. We're gonna do a full clean on this car. I mean, one downside is to it that it's got the front splitters a bit buggered, and the headlights need demisting. Well, not demisting, they've just gone hazy. So we're gonna go ahead and get them polished up, get the car really nice and clean. There's not a lot we're gonna have to do to it. It's got carbon wrapped mirrors, which is a nice little touch to it. And overall, the car actually looks really, it's like a nice little, 1.6 diesel with this much power, greater fuel economy, cheap on tax, pretty cheap on insurance, and it just looks, I've always been a fan of the Mark 6 Fiestas. They do look cool. So hopefully we can spin a good amount of profit, hopefully 100% profit, over 100% profit on this again. And that's the way to do it, guys. You try and get over 100% profit. Obviously, try and reserve the money you've got left to spend on the car as much as possible, because obviously with this, it's got a decent amount of tyres. The tyres are really good still, actually, on the front and rear. Yeah, they're actually really brand new on the front. So yeah, I mean, let's go take it for a drive, shall we? Okay guys, so it's quite noisy in the cabin, obviously, when you start the car up, because obviously I reckon, obviously the boost pipes are bigger. Everything's going to be a bit more noisy because there's a lot more airflow going through, and also it's got a bit of an exhaust as well. We've even got aircon guys down there that actually works. I'll turn it on at a later point because we don't need to show aircon on there, but we've only got 45 miles of fuel. I mean, look at that, it's almost on red line, right? And it's got 45 miles in the tank. How mental is that? I mean, it's pretty crazy. But we'll just go down here, go for a little drive, show you guys, nothing too crazy, obviously as per, just showing you guys the in-seat position of the car. Go left out of here. You can see, be a nice bit of a pull to it in a minute. Just drop in a second. You just feel it, like as soon as it hits boost. But yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome car, really nice to drive. I think, you know, with the polybush mounts, you can definitely tell, because I always used to say that, oh, would it be a lot smoother on the engine bay and stuff, you know, I mean, on idle and everything, would it be a lot smoother? But it's the other way around. With polybush, it's usually like a bit more shakier, just to, you know, support the engine more, because you don't want the engine dropping out the bottom of your subframe or anything like that, do you guys? So, but I mean, overall, really, really cool car to drive. I like these, you know. To be honest, if I didn't have my van, I actually probably would have kept this, because, you know, I'm a big fan of these Fiestas, especially this one with all the modifications done to it, the full service history, the camback wall pub's been done, all the boost hoses, the map, all the mods that have been done to it. The wheel alignment's a little bit out, but I'll probably get that sorted. Yeah, keep an eye over the advert itself, because it will be going up soon. So once it goes up, you can have a little nose and see what you think. But yeah, awesome, absolutely awesome to drive. As well down here, all the controls actually work, because usually, most people will know, the controls, if you ever get an aftermarket stereo, they ever actually work with the stereo, with the controls. But handling wise as well, it actually feels really nice and tight to the road. It's really good. But yeah, really happy with the car, guys. So we'll flip the camera around and probably end off the video. So there we are. The car is actually really cool, to be fair. I'm absolutely buzzing over the moon with it. Like I said, I would have kept it myself if I didn't have the van, because it drives really sweet and it pulls extremely well for a diesel. But it's a cool car. There we are, on to episode 6. This has been episode 6 of £500, £50,000 series, guys. I know a lot of you out there trying to have a go yourself, and I'm getting comments all the time asking for advice. So hopefully the advice I'm giving within each video has been enough for you guys. And if you follow my tips and tricks, and then I'm sure you're, you know, I've learned from Chris anyway, so I'm sure with Chris doing as well as he is in his business, I'm sure you guys will be able to do the exact same, even up country. Like, cars up country are a lot cheaper to buy, guys. So, you know, it might be an advantage for you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching today's video, you lot. If you do enjoy this series, remember what to do. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button to be notified every single time I upload. Even if it's I upload for a video or a series, you know, hit the bell button to be notified. And so I'm uploading pretty regularly now. It's getting a lot better. And we've obviously got the build with the Clio, got the Burr, got the Caddy van. We're doing bits too and stuff. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching today's video. If you've liked it as well, slap the like button, 'cause it means a lot to me. And we'll probably see you all next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.